Hey, everybody. The Chaplain here coming to you live with Operation Blitzkrieg. This is the late Allies, which would be Commonwealth, France, and Russia. Turn number 1, playing against Serpentor. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. Commonwealth had their original whatever to start off with. 12 plus 7 is 19. I'm going to buy infantry artillery, and I'm going to buy a minor factory. I don't have any combat moves as the Commonwealth, just a bunch of non-combat moves, so here we go. I'm going to rail from South Africa, the infantry artillery up 1, 2 into Tanganyika, and the destroyer is going to go 1, 2, 3 up into the Red Sea. I think it's 53, A53. The infantry and the Northern Territory is going to move into Queensland. The 2 infantry in New South Wales are going to move up into Queensland, which means I can get a green chip. So let me just set this down. Alright. Excuse me. The cruiser in 56 is coming over to 57. The destroyer from 59 is going up to 57. The transport in 59 is going to go over to New Zealand, and then back over in 57 and drop that guy off as well. So now there are 6. So now I can just get a beautiful red chip. The 2 AAA guns are moving up there. The 2 fighters from New Zealand are flying over into Queensland. We're going to load it up, baby. I'm hoping you can guess where that factory is going to go. Alright. I did all that. Stand up, you drunk factory. You can't move. You're not gonna move. Already moved you. You're in deep trouble. You're in deep trouble up there. You're a problem. The 2 infantry in Scotland are gonna move down into London just because they can. Excuse me. And that is it for the Commonwealth. I am being convoyed there. That's why I have the dice out. So placement of units, minor factory going down in Queensland. Infantry artillery going down in South Africa. And they didn't go up or down any, so they have 19 to spend on their next turn. France has a plane that it can do something with, and a boat it can do something with, but I don't think they're going to. I think they're just going to hang out and not move. Everything else is Vichy. So that was the French. And then Russia. Russia in all of its glory had all of its monies to spend. I'm going to spend 4 on tech. I'm going to buy an infantry. I'm going to pay to move a factory. I'm going to buy 6 total tanks. I'm actually saving 1. Nope, that goes over there. Before I do that, since it's back to Commonwealth really quick, let me just... Commonwealth loses $3. How many can I lose? Oh my god, I can lose 5? Alright, Commonwealth will lose $5. Well, that sucks for Commonwealth. Okay, bye-bye. Commonwealth has $14. Alright, well, stinking German subs. Alright, Russia. I do have a combat in Ukraine. Excuse me. I also have one in Mongolia. From the Caucasus, the mech is going to drive up into Ukraine. The mech and tank from Stalingrad are going to drive over to Ukraine. The fighter and tactical from Moscow are going to fly 1, 2, 3. They'll have 2 remaining. The fighter from Leningrad is going to fly down 1, 2, 3 and also have 2 remaining. Oh boy. Let's see here. Alright, they all have 2. Beautiful. So I have 6 dice, and you'll have 5 dice. Alright, so that's 1 combat. I'm also going to be fighting you over here in Mongolia. The 2 infantry in Dornod, the 2 infantry in Zavan, and the 2 cavalry in Dornogobi are going to attack your stack, if you will. And that is all of the combat, I believe. One more quick glance. Yep, everything else is non-combat. Let's go to the tray. Let's do the Dornagobi battle first. I have 4 infantry and 2 cavalry against 4 2s, because you got 3 infantry and an artillery. All right, round number 1. I got 1 hit. Not good enough. Your first defense, 1 hit. So I lose 1, you lose 1. Perfect. Let's keep going. I got nothing. That sounds right. Your defense, 1. So I will lose another dice. Here's my next. Freaking misses yet again. Here's your defense of 3 dice at 2. You got 2 hits. All right. Cool. Well, I'm actually going to retreat. You lost 1 infantry. And my cavalry are going to go back to Zavan. Bummer for me. I lost 4 infantry, and you lost 1. Dumb. That is dumb. All right, and then in Ukraine, I have 2 mechanized. I have 1 tank. I have 2 fighters and a tactical. I am not going to target select. I really want that 4. You have a fighter, an Italian fighter, 2 Italian infantry, a German mech, and a German tank. And your air transport does not defend. 3 hits. Okay. Love that. All the 2s will be gone. That's good. 3 hits. Your defense, also 3 hits. All right. So you'll get rid of the infantry. I'm going to get rid of 2 mech. That was easy for that. But then let me see what else. I really don't want to lose a plane. But I am. I'm going to lose a fighter. I'll take it off right now so I don't forget. So I have a tank, fighter, and tactical against your tank and fighter. I got 2 hits. That's all I needed. Please be nothing. Yes! 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 All right. So I took back the Ukraine with a tank. And my 2 planes survive. And your air transport is dead. D-E-D, dead. All right. So that's a +2 to Russia, up to 34. -2 for Germany, down to 44. Oh, that felt good. I did not like you being there, my friend. Not one bit. That was not my favorite thing. All right. Non-combat moves. These planes have to land, so they're going to land in Rostov. Infantry in Stalingrad is going to move over to Rostov. 2 infantry in Caucasus are going to move. 1 infantry in Caucasus is going to move up to Rostov. 1 is going to go down and claim northern Iran. So that's a +1 on my tracker to 35. Okay. Let's set this down. Other movements. Non-combat, the sub and A7 can go right through to A5 and start disrupting your convoy there. Subs can ignore subs. The factory in Leningrad, I paid to move it. I'm going to move it to Smolensk. 6 infantry. The artillery and both AAA from Leningrad are going to move into Smolensk. 2 infantry from Karelia and 3 from Vyborg into Leningrad. Two infantry from Belarus back into Smolensk. All right. Actually, these planes have 2 movements left. They're going to land up in Smolensk and not in Rostov. The tank in Moscow and the mech in Moscow, they're going to drive to Smolensk. 1 infantry from Russia is going to rail into Bryansk. So you can't just shove on through. So that was 1 railed. 2 infantry from or 2 artillery from Moscow are going to rail into Smolensk. So let's chip that up. 1, 2, stop rolling. All right, I got 2 more movements left of rail through there. I'll rail 1 infantry more over. AAA will stay there. I'm not going to rail anything else from there. Excuse me. What I am going to do, though, is use the Trans-Siberian Railway and rail a AAA over to Bryatia, which you can't see or you can barely see. Let's go. So the AAA is going to rail over to Bryatia because the 2 from Saka are coming over along with the 6 infantry. And 5 infantry from Yakut are going to go join the cavalry in Zahavan. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize if I'm ruining your day by mispronouncing it. Placing new units. 2 tanks can go down in Smolensk because I just moved it. So 2 tanks means there will be 3 there. I will place 3 tanks in Moscow. And a tank and an infantry in Stalingrad. All right. I am at war, so I get to do Lend-Lease. I get to see if that gets blocked first, and then I'm going to choose this one because I can't do anything over here. So let's see if this one gets blocked. If you get a 1, 2, or 3, my Lend-Lease over there is blocked, and a 1. So the Archangel Lend-Lease is blocked. The Iranian Lend-Lease, however, oops, I bumped the camera with my wrist, is a 4, which is 3 IPCs. All right. So I just get $3 extra. That's cool. So the 1 I saved, plus the 3 I just got, plus 35 on the tracker. All right. There's that. We'll do a full disposition of all the units because I live in America and I do what I want. The Canadians, I've got a tank, artillery, and 2 infantry, 2 Commonwealth infantry in London. I'm just realizing, obviously I didn't do the full disposition. Infantry, artillery in South Africa, infantry, artillery in Tanganyika, destroyer in, destroyer in A53, Commonwealth in India, Commonwealth in Malaya, destroyer, cruiser, transport in P57, newly built factory, 3 fighters, artillery, 2 AAA, and 6 infantry in Queensland. That was a Commonwealth. The French just have the cruiser and the fighter that they can do stuff with. The Russians have the destroyer, cruiser in the Black Sea, submarine in A5 convoying the Germans, 5 infantry in Leningrad, 1 infantry in Belarus, 1 infantry in Bryansk, 1 tank in Ukraine, 2 infantry in Rostov, 1 here at the very bottom. You can't see it in northern Iran. I already said it though. Infantry and tank in Stalingrad. There are 9 infantry, 2 AAA, the moved factory, a mech, 3 tanks, 3 artillery, a fighter, and a tactical in Smolensk. 3 tanks, infantry, and AAA in Moscow. There are 2 cavalry, 5 infantry in Zavan, 11 infantry, and 3 AAA in Bryatia. The Russians collected 35 on the tracker, plus the 1 I saved, plus the 3 I got from my Lend-Lease. I have 0 national objectives that I can collect for. You have a full disposition of everybody, Commonwealth, France, and Russia. Excuse me. On to Germany, round number 2. I'm the chaplain. I'm praying for you.